Hi, everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We, of course, are the Odds Group. We come to you from SportsbookReview.com, SBROdds.com, free line comparison service. This is our picks update for football, college, Week 14, NFL, Week 13. It's Tuesday, November 29th, I believe. And, so I'm going to throw on some college totals, which came out last night, and I took a bunch of those. And you've got some NFL stuff that you want to add, right, Mike Brenner?
Okay, I sure do.
Let's hit us with your NFL stuff.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I feel so good about this week, both in college and in NFL.
Okay.
I just feel like that zone is coming. All right, last night, nailed it with those Packers, and something happened magically.
I totally forgot. Let's take a minute out. For anyone who didn't see the show, watch yesterday's show. Mike Brenner, it was unbelievable. He called that the Packers would be a good bet, but not just that. He called them on a margin win.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, like, oh, why not take them on a pleaser? Why not take them on the money line? I should have said it, but your read on that game was, I don't know how the hell you knew it, because for me, the Packers were a stay-away team. I was like, there's something wrong with this team.
They were weeks before, but
nailed that
happened.
one, Mike Brenner.
Yeah. And guess what? It's going to continue because they feel alive. And when this coach and this quarterback, who right now just don't really like each other, when their back's up against the wall, that's when their talent shines. You have a team now coming in that's kicking themselves in their ass for giving this kid $17 million a year that can't throw a ball through the broadside of a barn. And you got the Packers defense that said, you know what, we are banged up, but we got guys stepping up. And Houston's defense has not only now got some injuries to deal with, but they got picked apart last week, and they're tired. They are absolutely exhausted. The Packers on the first quarter, the first half, and the full game.
All right. Well, the first quarter and the first half will give you openers that come later, and the full game will be it's 6.5 minus 106.
I love it. Early and often, you're talking about a double-digit win.
Okay, that sounds good. And I'll tell you, I am going to go on a pick that you went on earlier this week. We discussed it in our fantasy sports network show that we just did. Cincinnati, they had the team meeting, which is like I feel like you could just make a living just betting on the team meeting. Cincinnati needs the win. AJ Green's coming back. Philadelphia is coming off.
They got too much talent.
All right. So I'm going to take them. I'm going to get plus 1.5 minus 115, and I'm also going to take the over, which is 42 minus 105. I don't know why that one is so low. I got burned taking the over in the Philly Green Bay game, but I'm going to go back again here for the over in the Philly Cincinnati game.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't talk you off that over at all. I think that's going to be productive, and I think the Bengals are really going to hit it big time. Pistol Pete, I'm going to be adding this. I'm adding the Bengals on the first half, and I'm adding the Bengals for the game.
Oh, well, you already gave them for the game.
Already got the game, but I'm adding the first half.
Okay, all right, sounds good. All right, you got anything else in the NFL before we get to the college picks?
Yes, I do. I think Seattle is in a good spot. They need it. They know that they're going to the playoffs. There's no doubt. Carolina is now not only out of it, their defensive leader, all right, his family is saying no more, stop, all right, and he's so well loved and respected on that team. It's got the attention of other players, all right. Now your attention's off the focus of your game, all right, your season's over. You're not going to the playoffs. Right. Pete, this is a dangerous spot, and you could have the biggest beat up Seattle front line right now in football. They'll still get it done against this team because Seattle needs to win. Absolutely. I want to pull the trigger on the full game.
All right. Yeah, they did have 3 covers in a row before their dud last week, which I actually did kind of see coming. I had the under on that one. You can get either minus 7 plus 104 or 6.5 minus 110.
I'm going to take the 6.5. I think it's a smart move. I got a good coach in this, by the way.
All right. Yeah. And is that it for you, Mike Brenner?
That's it, because I really think that's the advantage, and I'm going to stick with that. But guess what? I might add another one because I'm waiting on some news on one other game. Pistol Pete.
All right, sounds good. Now I'm just going to throw on a couple of these, college football.
You hear that, Dennis? Here's that Baker's dozen.
I don't know. I took a bunch of these plays, and they were mostly overs. I'm going to take. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just throw them all out. Let's see. I took.
The guy that taught me this business was a totals guy. His name was Larry Over. That was his nickname, Larry Over. That's all he did was overs. And he had a huge bet. I got to interrupt this. On a Monday Night Football, he had the overs like 54. This is no shit. He had just bought a contract to have a pool built, all right, and put a bunch of money into it. That was the big game. It was 3-0 at halftime. He walked out of the restaurant screaming, "There goes the fucking pool! There goes the fucking pool!" I'll never forget that one. I had to throw that out there.
That's great. Yeah. All right, so here are the plays that I took. I took Virginia Tech Clemson. I'm going to take over. The Greek has 57.5, which I don't like to see that they're having a lean to the under, but I'll take that one. Everyone else has 58. Then I also took Arkansas State, Texas State. I'm going to take the over. That's going to be a little bit tricky. Texas State doesn't have much offense, but Arkansas State should be able to just roll over these guys. Hopefully Texas State will be able to contribute.
And I think Arkansas State, exactly. Texas State is going to have to do something to keep up, and you're probably going to get some, you might get some pick six action on the other side.
Last week, a game like this, Texas State against Troy actually went under. Troy killed them 40-7, so it's stuck under, but I'm hopefully here Arkansas State will get closer to 50, and then maybe Texas State can put up 10, hopefully.
Yeah,
So I'll take the over 53.5 minus 110 on that one. This one I'm liking, I think, a decent amount. Georgia State and Idaho over 52.5 minus 107. Idaho has an offense that can be productive, and Georgia State's offense
is there any team in college football that you don't know something about?
Sure, lots of them. I wish if it were up to me, I would take the whole week just to study one team.
I know.
But,
And you know what? If there were 48 hours in a day, you'd probably be on top of your game even more.
Absolutely. All right. And then I'm also going to take a shot with, I think, New Mexico State and South Alabama. I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about that game out by the water cooler.
New Mexico State just doesn't have any defense at all. South Alabama should. I mean, I bet it. All right, I'll give it. The Greek
Pull that trigger, pistol.
Yeah, the Greek is also leaning to the under, which I don't like, but I'll take it over 57 minus 110. And then I'm also going to take the over in Troy, Georgia Southern. Troy, Georgia Southern, over a 54.5 minus 107. Georgia Southern's going to have to put up some offense at some point in this game.
You got me thinking about Troy on that side.
And then the other one, I don't know. It seems a little bit too obvious, but I think I'm going to take it anyway. It's the over in Louisiana Tech, Western Kentucky. The first time they played this year went to 107.
Jesus.
So this is just too obvious.
Yeah.
The total's 80. I think it should sneak over. I might pull it back later on. I'm going to do research into it.
You do have that option, Pistol.
Yeah, I'm going to give it over 80 minus 110, and I will give that one. And that's it for me.
That's
as far
a couple.
As
I'd hate it if you said, hey, I've got like 10.
5 or 6, but the totals came out last night. I looked into them, and that's what I'm doing.
Give you a hard time. Somebody's got to keep you on your toes.
I'm also leading a few others, but I'm going to wait till later in the week to decide on those. All right, Mike Brenner, that's our picks update for Tuesday, November 29th. We might have more picks updates, and we'll definitely later this week, but we'll definitely have our Friday recap shows on Friday, unless I have another migraine, but I don't.
Nah, that ain't happening. Hey, guys, we're the Odds Couple. Tell your friends about us.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.